Happy Friday morning. Thanks for choosing to wake up with us here on Fox 28 Morning Live. I'm Janae Ryan with, of course, Justin Roberts, and got a good day ahead of you.
Yeah, windy but warm. Take a look at the temperatures as we meet you and greet you this morning. Temps around the 40s as we start the day. Right now in Cedar Rapids, about 45 degrees. Let's look at kind of a hazy start to the day out there. Temperature-wise right now, as we just told you, 45 in Cedar Rapids. A few clouds sneaking in the forecast this morning. On the board, 46 in Waterloo, 43 Dubuque, 44 Iowa City, 43 in Decorah. Winds are south 5 to 15. They're going to gust to around 20 miles an hour. And later today, they're going to gust at 30. They'll help push this cloud cover through the forecast. A mainly sunny sky today. Not full-on blue skies, not full-on cloudy skies. Something in between. 67 at noon, 74 this afternoon. Be mindful of some patchy fog as you start the day. We'll let you know how you will end the day with our Friday night football forecast coming up here in about 10 minutes' time. Janae?
Thanks, Justin. Now let's take a look at some of your top stories this Friday morning. At some point today, the nation's next president will be in Cedar Rapids. The parade of campaigns begins this afternoon when Hillary Clinton holds a rally at Nubo City Market. That'll be just after 1 p.m. Then, less than 6 hours later, Donald Trump will appear just blocks away. He's going to hold a rally at the McGrath Amphitheater at 7 tonight. This is Trump's first event in Cedar Rapids in nearly 3 months. Be sure to watch our evening newscast tonight for team coverage of both candidate visits. Fox 28 News has new numbers right now to show you just how tight this race here is in Iowa. Now, it shows Republican Donald Trump and Democratic Hillary Clinton in the dead heat together. They are neck and neck in the Hawkeye State. That's a huge swing. If you'll remember last month, this same poll, it showed Trump with a 7-point advantage here. So big difference. Republican Vice Presidential candidate Mike Pence, he's okay this morning, but the plane carrying him last night, that still sits in the same spot it ended up after skidding off the runway at New York's LaGuardia Airport. Authorities say several arrestor beds at the end of the runway is what slowed and stopped the plane, and that could have saved lives. Pence tells reporters that he's fine and no one on the plane suffered any injuries. Thousands of Iowans are already taking advantage of the state's 40-day early voting push. Many of those voters were in Johnson County. The county auditor says that you should plan on a bit of a wait if you want to vote in high-traffic areas like near the University of Iowa campus. There's also an app if you still need to figure out where you want to vote. It's called Where You Vote app, and it's available on Android or iPhones. Still developing this morning, a hate crime investigation is underway right now in Waterloo. The apparent target is a candidate vying for a spot on the Black Hawk County Board of Supervisors. Chris Schwartz is the only Democrat and the only openly gay candidate. We woke up Thursday morning and he found his lawn signs vandalized. Most of the damage was just spray painted signs, but there was a sign with a homophobic slur on it. Of course, we are choosing to blur that out. There is also a Bible verse painted on his door, and that verse says that gay people should be put to death. Chris and his boyfriend, they're considering that a death threat.
You know, people love our record of service. We've served this community for a number of years on a number of really wonderful projects, from community gardens to helping establish Cedar Valley Pride Fest.
Schwartz says in the past few weeks he's been getting attacked online by a Facebook group called Cedar Valley Patriots for Christ. The leader of that group tells the Waterloo Cedar Falls Courier that he thinks Schwartz vandalized his own home. In a Facebook post, the group says they'll help pay for the damage, but they think it's a hoax. Schwartz's opponents are speaking out against this vandalism, too.
It's completely wrong, and I hope those that did it are found and prosecuted.
It's a shame that a few ignorant people can do this wedge between the people and what have you and what we stand for.
All the candidates are expected to be together on Monday for a forum before the election on November 8th. County Republican leaders, they're also speaking out against all of this. In a statement, the Republicans of Black Hawk County tell Fox 28 News, quote, "It's a crime and the Black Hawk County Republicans condemn such actions, and we sincerely hope the perpetrators are caught and punished. Freedom of speech should rule the day, not some idiot with a can of spray paint. Let's get back to the issues and let's just be civil." Officials at Iowa State University were forced to remove racist posters from about 20 different spots on campus in Ames. The student newspaper, the Iowa State Daily, reports the signs said, quote, "In 1950, America was 90% white. It's now only 60% white. Will you become a minority in your own country?" Those posters removed as soon as they were noticed. Similar posters were also removed from the University of Iowa campus this month, so police in both campuses are now investigating. New overnight, authorities say 117 Dakota Access Pipeline protesters have been arrested. Now, when operational, that pipeline will send oil from that state through 18 Iowa counties on into Illinois. Police moved in on demonstrators on private lands in Morton County, North Dakota, because authorities say protesters threw Molotov cocktails and lit 2 large fires by the main campsite. Some of those protesters already bonded out, but others who face felony charges, they remain in jail this morning. The leaders of an armed group who went on a 41-day standoff at a national wildlife refuge in Oregon, they were acquitted from federal charges. A jury found Amon and Ryan Bundy not guilty of having the firearm in a federal facility and conspiring to impede federal workers from doing their jobs. They're found not guilty of that as well. Their attorney was tackled to the ground after arguing his clients should be set free once their acquittals were made. The Bundys stand trial again, though, next year for another standoff at their father's ranch that happened 2 years ago. A former Penn State football coach has been awarded more than $7 million in a lawsuit against that school. Mike McQuarrie argued that the school ruined his reputation, treating him like a scapegoat. He testifies he hasn't been able to find another coaching job since. The school put him on administrative leave back in 2011 when his testimony helped prosecutors charge Jerry Sandusky with child molestation. A California woman is waking up $70 million richer this morning. She accused a baby powder company of causing her cancer. That woman was diagnosed with ovarian cancer back in 2012. She says Johnson & Johnson was negligent in their marketing because her lawyers argue regular talc use can cause cancer. The International Agency for Research on Cancer says genital use of talc is possibly carcinogenic. Yesterday, a jury awarded that woman $70 million in her case. About 2,000 other women have filed similar suits now. New fatherhood and a lifelong Cubs fandom, they're colliding this week for a Cedar Rapids man. Right now, he's waiting to be a new father and waiting to see if his beloved Cubs play in the World Series at Wrigley Field. Fox 28 reporter Mitch Fick has this pretty cool story.
It's been a day of waiting for Jordan Cavanis at the St. Luke's Birth Care Center in downtown Cedar Rapids.
Very exciting. Baby coming tonight, tomorrow, hopefully soon.
A baby boy. It'll be the first child for Jordan and his wife Kyla, who, understandably, wasn't available to talk Thursday morning. But fatherhood isn't the only thing Jordan has been waiting on.
And obviously the priority is with the wife and baby and making sure she's comfortable with it. And I mean, obviously, if she wanted me to stay back, I'd be staying back, but she understands the situation.
You see,
that's into right field.
Jordan's a Cubs fan.
Asked my wife, hey, if the Cubs make it to the series and our baby comes, are you okay with me going?
Well, guess what?
The Cubs have won the pennant.
They've gone, and now Jordan's going. He'll head to Wrigley Field on Sunday for Game 5 between Chicago and Cleveland, where he could see the end of another wait.
I was praying for a loss, and then I was praying for a victory. So hopefully they can clinch it Sunday when we're there.
He'd be witness to the end of that 108-year championship drought for the Cubs, but for Jordan, the wait that really matters is already almost over.
Win or lose, because I'm coming home to a couple-day-old baby and my wife.
Oh, Mitch Fick reporting there. Jordan says he and his wife do have a name picked out for their son, but they're not telling anyone yet, and they're not even hinting if it's Cubs related, but I'd probably put money on that it is. You can watch Game 3 tonight right here on Fox 28. First pitch is at 7:08, and coverage starts at 6:30.
Rumor is it's either going to be Harry or Goat.
Well, I hope it's not goats.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad. Take a look at what's happening weather-wise. Temperatures, 48 this morning. Remember, you come for the entertainment. The comedy's free.
True.
67 at noon. 74 this afternoon. Your weather first forecast is coming up here shortly.
It would behoove you to warn me when a joke like that is about to.
Sorry. Didn't mean to ram it into the newscast there.
And we are also going to show you how to create a spooky atmosphere by incorporating dry ice into your Halloween celebrations.
We're not kidding
It's
either.
not that scary. No. We'll keep going. We'll just keep going. Here's a live look now. We're going to take a look at this after the break.
This is pretty freaking fun today. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Well, we begin with a live look at Interstate 380 near 76. That's out by Prairie High School. Stalled semi on the shoulder of the road there. Traffic has been a little bit slow and go in that area, about a mile all the way back to Highway 30. So if you are traveling that way, I-380 at 76 do allow a little extra time. You can see that traffic stalled a bit this morning. Other than that, no big concerns weather-wise. A little fog this morning. A warmer day for us today with upper 60s to low 70s in the north, mid to upper 70s in the southern part of the viewing area today. And the bottom line, we'll have a very breezy day with gusty, warming winds as much as 30 miles an hour. Temps through the day, 48 degrees at 9, 66 at 11, 71 just after lunchtime, and a high of about 74 as we head through the afternoon hours. And there's that look at cloud cover and a little bit of haze out there this morning. We look live over the east side of Collins Road. 45 currently, winds out of the southeast at 10. Feels like 40 right now. On the board, 45 in Oldwine, Monticello and Dubuque 43, 44 Iowa City, 46 Waterloo and in Tama. And here's statewide temperatures, currently 40s and 50s for us. Western Iowa, 50s and 60s. They are going to get into the 80s as we head through the day today. We're going to have low 70s in the north, mid 70s in the south, and a few upper 60s too. So not a full-on cloudy day. We'll have some breaks of sunshine here and there. Satellite and radar looks a bit worse than what it is, though. We are seeing a little bit of clearing in between here. High pressure is well off to the south of us. Our next driver is this weather maker right here, this area of low pressure with a weak cold front attached. Now, most of the moisture goes to our north, but there's a small chance for a little moisture moving in along that frontal boundary Saturday evening. First, we get through Friday. Good looking day today. As we head through Friday afternoon, a few partly cloudy skies. Late Friday night, partly cloudy, but very mild. Saturday starts with mixed sunshine. Watch what happens by Saturday late morning into the afternoon. Those clouds move in. And 9, 10 o'clock Saturday night, a few scattered showers along that frontal boundary as it passes through Iowa. Not a heavy rain. Not everybody's going to see it, but what we do get is a little bit of shower activity for late Saturday night into early Sunday. Today, low 70s in the north, upper 70s in the south, could be even knocking on 80 as we head through the day today. Southwest winds 10 to 20, gusting to 30, a very mild day. Forecast tonight, low 50s in the north, low 60s in the south, partly cloudy, breezy and mild. Extended forecast, your Friday night football forecast is offering up temperatures in the upper 60s out there with a partly cloudy sky. 68 degrees, yeah, a few clouds, but all in all, very enjoyable. Take the light jacket. Low 70s for Saturday, low 60s for the day on Sunday. There's that chance of rain Saturday night and Sunday morning. We're cool Sunday. We're back to those 70s as we head through Monday. 74 is the high. Low 50s for Monday night. And your trick-or-treat forecast is offering temperatures about 66 degrees, clear and mild for the most part there. Then we continue to cool, mid-60s Tuesday, Wednesday, more showers Wednesday into Thursday, and that drives the temps down to the upper 50s and lower 60s by next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Full details, fox28iowa.com. Janae?
Thank you, Justin. I'm now in the kitchen with Chef Elizabeth from the Marion Hy-Vee. Well, at least someone that looks like Chef Elizabeth, her other personality. She's here to start some bubble, toil, and trouble with us. Dry ice. It's, of course, a main staple for Halloween spooky looks, but you're going to teach us how to safely actually handle it because it's dangerous.
It can be a very dangerous thing. So if you don't know how to do it, the first thing you need is a good pair of gloves. So get out your winter gloves, even though it's not winter. So I'm going to put some on here. They don't have to be super thick, but the thicker they are, the safer you are, because dry ice can burn your skin, and then you won't feel anything there, and it's a cold burn.
Well, I mean, it's ice. So,
yeah, it's a super cold ice. So I have some here that I've broken up, and I have my bucket here. So this is actually a food grade dry ice. So you can not only make like these buckets that I have on the side bubbling, but you can actually put this in a drink and then ladle it and make stuff like that. Yeah,
spooky drink. All right. And where can you get it?
We sell these at Hy-Vee. So I'm from the Marion Hy-Vee, so I know exactly where ours is.
Okay.
All the stores might have it in slightly different areas, but we have ours in the dairy section, kind of in a special cooler. All the dry ice is going to be located in a special cooler. You usually need to ask for assistance because it is a dangerous item.
So you can't just pick it up.
Yep, we'll put it in a brown paper bag for you. That way you can take it up front and it gets weighed out. So if you only want a little bit because you want to do a cool effect for a couple seconds, or if you want a lot so that you can have your whole house like bubbling the whole night, you can get the whole freezer full if you want.
Okay.
So I do have some warm water in here, and like I said, the warmer it gets, the more bubbles you'll get. So you can kind of see how the side's been going. I've got a glass there where you can kind of see that some of the fog has been catching.
There.
Yeah, if you hold that up, you can see some of the fog caught in it. It'll just, see how it holds it? It's so cool.
That is
so
neat.
I'm going to grab some of the dry ice in here and show you, like I just banged this bag against the floor.
Yeah, she just literally just dropped it.
Yeah, I just dropped it and banged it during the commercial. So I've got my gloves on, so it's not hurting me at all. So if I drop a little bit in, you can see some of the smoke start to happen. And a little more. And then if we have the big guy. Ta-da!
Oh, witch's brew.
I know. There you go. So you have the whole effect going on, and it's best when you do it right away. And it's so much fun for kids. You can put your hand over the smoke. You can feel that. It's not really smoke.
Like
it's fog.
warm.
It's just fog.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it's warm water.
Like.
Feel that bucket. The bucket is super warm.
Okay, so it's really hot water.
Yeah. I mean, well, it'll boil faster then. I know. Don't you feel like kind of crazy?
Like hocus pocus.
Exactly. So it's a lot of fun. And I did this when we did our special trick-or-treat event for the kids, along with Freaky Fruits at the store.
Okay.
And they loved it. They were like, "What is that?"
So how long does dry ice last before you have to replace
Depends on how hot your water is.
Okay.
So if you have like room temperature water, and it depends on how big your chunk is. So I can't give you a real guaranteed time, but this should last for at least like half an hour before it totally bubbles out.
Not too bad. Okay.
Yeah, it'll start to slow down. Like I've got another one over here.
That one's a little slower than
this one. I
And
started.
this one too.
This one I started about 20 minutes ago, and you can feel the side of the bucket. It's kind of cool.
Oh, getting cold. Yep. And perspiring.
And you can just add more hot water a lot of times, and it'll start rebubbling again.
Okay.
But it's still smoky. I mean, look at it. You know, so it's still pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, coming up after the break, we're going to show you some really cool ways to use this and ways you can just make food and drinks.
We're going to make witch's brew. Yeah.
Witch's brew. There you go. Don't go away. You definitely want to see it.
Something wicked this way comes.
Are you, Steve? You gonna pipe it through that that little speaker there? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
Loud and clear, another day, another year. Pass on by the
Check. Can you hear
spinning. There you go. Make the most, redeem the time. On my way and down the line, and I'm on the side that's.
We've got a traffic alert to warn you about right here. We're taking a live look at Wright Brothers Boulevard southbound. This is just a little south of where the slowdown was Justin just told you about during weather. Police have confirmed with Fox 28 this backup is because of an accident. So if you're heading out the door, do avoid this area because that is going to add a lot of time to your commute. Well, back here in the kitchen with Chef Elizabeth, she is giving us some great Halloween tips for Halloween. And now we've showed you how to do the dry ice. Now we're going to show you how to use it for some really creepy cocktails.
Yeah, well, you can just do this with
Orange
lemonade
juice,
too.
anything.
If you want to do it for the kids. So this is a great thing for the kids too. We're going to use something called Kiwano melons,
And
which
those
is
are
right here.
these.
Yep. So on the outside they just look like a horned kind of orange melon, but on the inside they're green. So we're going to call this Eye of Newt.
Okay,
Eye
yes,
of
because
Newt.
every witch needs Eye of Newt in her
Exactly.
witch's
And you
brew.
could use passion fruit and diet green, but in this pan I've made some here. I've added lime, sugar, a little green food coloring to help out with the whole drink, and then the Kiwano melon I just squeezed inside there. It's very easy to squeeze. I can add a little bit more here. See, it just kind of squeezes out.
It kind of tastes like a kiwi.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Some
Like
people
it's not
say
as
it's
tart.
a sweet cucumber, you know,
Yeah.
it kind of goes back and forth.
It's
so,
good though.
Yeah, it's good. And kids love it because it's so weird looking on the inside. So we're going to add this to our cocktail mixture, which has some lime and citron vodka. And that'll be our Eye of Newt. See how creepy that looks? Isn't it great?
And you could even do that, like she said, with lemonade.
Just lemonade or
juice
apple juice.
and just add it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If you want it to look green, anything that's going to pick up the green. And then
And
we're
the
going to
dry ice. Here we go.
Yep. Ta-da. And bubble, toil and trouble.
Awesome.
So if you give me a glass, I'll pour
so
some in
here we
there.
go.
This is the tricky part because it's hard to pour the smoke.
It's like moving on
Yeah,
you.
exactly. It does. So you have to be very...
Just all the smoke.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
there
you
it
go. You
goes.
can see the green filling up the glass.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that so cool?
Look at that.
And then it just sits on top. It's the best thing ever.
Oh my goodness, that is so
And this
cool.
will keep going. And that was just room temperature. So you can see how much it still bubbles. And there was a small piece of ice in there.
You could even put
So-
teeny pieces of ice in each
Yeah,
glass
you
and they
can
would
do
bubble
that
out
too.
themselves.
Exactly. The only thing is that there will be a little bit of actual real ice that forms around that bit
Okay.
of ice in the glass, and then it'll float to the surface. So you don't want to consume that because it could have some dry ice in it.
Well,
so you don't want to actually
don't
eat the
listen
ice.
to me. Don't listen to
No,
me.
you can do it. I've done it before for like
Just don't eat
smoking
it.
dragon drinks where I
So
don't want
don't
to
do it
have a
for
creepy
kids, though.
picture.
You can do it for adults because adults will know
for the
not to
kids,
drink it,
keep
but
it
the
in
kids-
the vat and then ladle it out or pour it out or something
Okay.
because the little bit of fog is cute.
Okay, so what You also brought these.
Yeah,
which
there's
we
some
didn't
other
put in the
garnishes.
drink.
So
What
I
is
put
this?
this is called a rambutan.
A rambutan.
Yes, and this is what it looks like on the inside. I've cut it in half so you can hold that one too.
So that's inside.
So when they're really super fresh, they're hot pink on the outside, and this is kind of dried a little bit. But
Okay.
it's still good. The white flesh is what you eat, and the center part is a pit. So I can show you how to take that apart. If you want to take the outside, I'll take the outside off. I'll be the braver one.
I mean, it doesn't look like
You just
it'll
kind of
hurt.
squish it out, and then
It's
you
like an
dig your
eyeball,
you
like
dig
Jell-O.
your. I know, isn't it great for Halloween? This is way better than candy for kids. You
Yeah.
dig your thumbs around that pit, or you could put it in your mouth like a cherry.
Got it out.
But you pull the pit out, and
Okay.
then ta-da! There's a little bit that sticks to the fruit, so
Okay.
don't worry about that.
Let's see.
And then, yep, you just eat it. It's super good. It's kind of like a grape, but more
Oh
floral
my
and more
gosh.
complex flavor. It's one of my favorite fruits from
It's like,
Southeastern
it's
Asia.
like eating flowers.
I studied in Singapore and Malaysia, and I lived off of these. They're so good.
Okay, I'm taking all of these.
You can keep
They're
them.
all coming with me. Okay.
Rambutan. That's your new favorite fruit.
Rambutans. I love them.
And then
Okay.
we've got this guy here. It's one of our freaky fruits. This is a Buddha's hand.
A Buddha's hand. And this is just decoration.
Yes.
This is not
There's no
for eating.
fruit on the inside. It's just like the outside of a lemon, but way more fragrant. You can smell it
You can
from here,
smell
right?
it.
You don't
Yes.
even have to put your nose
Right.
in it. But
And you can get all of this
So worth it.
at Hy-Vee. If you want to talk to Chef Elizabeth, she's at the Marion Hy-Vee,
Yeah.
and you can get all of this there. It is now 7:25. Thank you for spooking
my
us with your
pleasure.
presence. We appreciate it. Coming up next, we've got the Wooden Nickel Lottery. They're going to play us some tunes to liven up your wonderful Friday morning. We'll see you back in here in just 1 second.
Start right at the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Between the steel. Oh, gonna move my soul. Take me to the station, let me roll. 56.5 keeps my run alive. Moving to the line until my goal. Pushing straight ahead, running till I'm dead. That's a life I'm leaving up ahead. And head down to the rail yard with the sense of possibility. Oh, that I can see the forest for the trees and the bee out best of me. On a pull this long train down the line. Live between the steel, feeling what is real. Ladder reaches up and out before me. Music is a goal, gonna move my soul. Take me to the station, let me roll. 56.5 keeps my run alive. Moving down the line until my goal. Pushing straight ahead, running till I'm dead. That's the life I'm leaving up ahead. And head down to the rail yard with a sense of possibility. Oh, that I can see the forest for the trees and the beehive for the bees. Take the best of me. Wanna pull this long train down the line. Wanna pull this long train down the line. Wanna pull this long train down the line. The best of me. Gonna pull this long train. Gonna pull this long train down the line. Gonna pull this long train down the line. Gonna pull this long train down the pull this long train down the line. To pull this long train down the line.
All right, thank you guys. That was the Wooden Nickel Band, and you guys play here in Eastern Iowa. And tell me some of your guys' most memorable performances you've had here. This is lead singer Rick.
Yes, thanks for having us. We're really glad to be here. We've had lots of memorable performances. We were actually having a discussion before we came on how it's amazing where playing live music takes you. We've played everything from, upscale weddings to all kinds of goofy little like dive bars and stuff. So yeah, we're just happy to be here.
Awesome. And so how long have you guys been a group, and how did this come about?
Yeah, we actually met kind of on a chance meeting. Through Craigslist.
Okay.
So we've actually been playing together for, I think, about 4 years now. Yeah.
Okay. And you guys have just released your second studio album. Tell us a little bit about the inspiration there and what to expect from listening to it.
Right. Well, we do mostly what you just heard, rock blues with a lot of guitar solos, and wonderful singer Rick Gallo here. But our influences are kind of the Eric Clapton, Johnny Lang, Joe Bonamassa, the kind of guitar players that we like the most.
So that's your body moving.
That's about what you get when you get our music.
And where can they find that album?
You can find it across many of the digital distribution sites, as well as our website, woodnickelottery.com.
All right, perfect. Why don't you guys go ahead and play us out to break, so I won't steal any more of your time. Good morning. Thank you for waking up with us on Fox 28 Morning Live. I'm Janae Ryan alongside Justin Roberts. And Justin, we've got a beautiful day ahead of us.
Beautiful weather, nice, comfortable, mild weather. It's going to be a little windy, though. Take a look at what's ahead temperature-wise. In the last few hours, we've been in those lower 40s. We'll stick around there for the next few hours. 45 seems to be the popular number. Let's take a peek at where we are. Still some fog as we begin the day in Cedar Rapids. We're right now 45 degrees. We'll call it a partly sunny sky above that cloud deck this morning. Temps 46 Waterloo, 44 Iowa City. Dubuque, Monticello, and Decorah at 43, and Owan at 45. Winds out of the south about 5 to 15 miles an hour. Those winds will be gusty today. 20-mile-an-hour gust this morning, 30-mile-an-hour gust this afternoon. There's some of that partly sunny sky on satellite and radar. Here is your planner as those clouds continue to move out to 67, mainly sunny at lunchtime, 74 this afternoon. We'll let you know how long this warm weather sticks around. Coming up in our forecast about 10 minutes from now. Janae?
Thanks, Justin. Our warm Halloween is now going high tech. The Nextdoor app is now offering a special Halloween feature. Take a look. It allows parents to pinpoint which houses in their neighborhood are offering candy come Monday night. Cedar Rapids police say knowing which homes you plan to visit can make it a safer trip for the entire family. And then for an added bonus, it's super easy to sign up if you have candy.
You can go to your neighborhood map. We ask you a simple question, which is, are you giving out candy this Halloween? You answer yes or no. And if you answer yes, we put a little candy corn over your home.
We have a link on our website, cbs2iowa.com, as well as fox28iowa.com, to the Nextdoor webpage. You can check it out. Police say popular trick-or-treating times are between 5 and 8. Kids can make a splash this year for Halloween by attending the Spooky Swim Pool Party at the Bedner Pool from 6 to 8:30 p.m. instead of trick-or-treating if they want. Kids are ages 5 to 14 will enjoy participating in fun games. They'll also get a bag of treats when they leave. It only costs $6 at the door, but swim passes, if you have those, they're not accepted here. And once you're done swimming, you can dance your way over to the 25th Annual Special Populations Halloween Dance at the Northwest Rec Center from 7 to 9. All ages are encouraged to come, and of course, you better wear your costume because there will be prizes. It's only $5 to go to this one at the door. It is now 7:38 on this Friday morning. TGIF to you. And right now we've got the Wooden Nickel Lottery Band with us. And after Justin gives you the weather real fast, they're going to play.
Our weather forecast as we head through the day today. Temperatures on the mild side. 46 this morning with a bit of fog. We'll have the sweet sounds of some nice mild weather and more from Wooden Nickel Lottery. You're watching it live on Fox 28. I've always wanted a house band. Finally, we had a good political year and we could afford one. So welcome back, Fox 28 Morning Live. Little fog this morning, warmer day, a gusty wind kind of day too. 48 degrees at 9, 66 degrees at 11, and our high today about 74 degrees out there across eastern Iowa. We'll have a mainly sunny sky, not full-on sunshine, not full-on cloud cover either. Right now, a little fog to start the day, 45 with a wind out of the southeast at 10. Makes it feel like 40 out there. 45 Old Wine, 43 Monticello and Dubuque, 46 in Waterloo, looking at 45 in Charles City. Take a look at our highs around the state today. Upper 70s in Fort Dodge, 80s Des Moines, Carroll, 76 in Waterloo. That might be a little in flux here, depending on what those clouds do. 60s and low 70s in the north and mid 70s around Cedar Rapids. Midwestern temps even warmer to our west. 80s around Omaha, mid 80s Wichita, and low 80s in Des Moines. Now, one area of low pressure is on the move, and it will bring a weak cold front through tomorrow night. That frontal boundary brings some late night shower chances to us as we head through our Saturday night into Sunday morning. Here's predictor over the next few hours together. Nice and quiet, not much cooking out there. Pretty comfortable weather, but I do want to let you know the winds will be gusty, 10 to 20, gusting to 30. So today's forecast, 73 New Hampton, 75 Independence, Waterloo, 72 mild and windy today. 76 Iowa City, 74 Cedar Rapids, Anamosa, and 78 in Washington. Here is that extended forecast where we see the 60s tonight. Friday night football weather, absolutely perfect with partly cloudy sky. Game time temperature is 11 degrees above normal for this time of year at 68 degrees. Low 70s Saturday, 60s Sunday with an early shower. Looking good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We are cooling real quick. It's homecoming for the Cyclones taking on K-State. 68 tomorrow down there in Ames. Should be a gorgeous day. It'll be dry as the Panthers take on NDSU. You walk into the dome, it's dry. You walk out, maybe a couple showers out there. Full forecast details always at fox28iowa.com. Janae?
Justin, thank you. Welcome back to Fox 28. Right now, it is time for a horticulturist Halloween with Jerry. We're getting into festive spirit now. Show us what we're doing.
Well, what I did is I just took a pumpkin, carved it out, put in some potting soil, and then the plants that I put in here are sort of tongue-in-cheek. This is a rattlesnake plant.
Okay, and it's probably because of the pattern on it, right?
The pattern. And spider plant.
Okay, pretty common.
And yep. And then snake plant, or another name which might be scarier for some, a mother-in-law's tongue.
No, mother-in-law's tongue because it's so sharp.
And then you can, I mean, these are house plants. You can put this outside on the porch if it's not going to freeze.
Okay.
And have for your decorations
or
and everything. Or you could put it inside. I put a saucer underneath it. And then once the pumpkin starts to break down, just take your plants, transplant, and put them in little pots or containers. And you've got it. And then you can get these marvelous things, you know, called pumpkinware, and you can
like
just
Mr. Potato Head
add
things.
to it. You got it. So if you
fun.
want, you can just take these guys and you poke them in. And
the whole little face.
well, this
it's
is fun for like my grandkids.
jack-o'-lantern.
Well, like my grandkids that can't do it with the carving and stuff. This works
for
out
younger
great.
kids. This is perfect.
Yeah.
And then you could take it into your office.
Yep.
Let's show them out there. You could take this into your office, you know, at work or anything. And, you know, so since your kids can't make you a real jack-o'-lantern, this is fun.
It's just a fun thing you can do. And there are also some perennials and annuals that you still may be able to find
like
that are on
flowers
sale.
and
Flowers
stuff?
and
Okay.
stuff, flowering kale or cabbage. There's all kinds of things that you can do. I've even seen them take them on the porch and take small mums, blooming mums.
Oh.
And just put them in the pumpkins and just have them there for the whole month of October.
And can you do this with other squash as well? Have
And
you
so,
seen
yeah, I
that
think
with
anything you
gourds?
can scoop out. You just got to keep an eye on it and watch it and everything. If it gets too warm, it's going to start to break down and seed.
Okay. Okay.
But it's just kind of fun and festive and just something a little different.
And that was super fast.
Oh yeah, no, this just took me to put this thing together. It took me longer to carve the top out than anything
Sure,
else.
right? And did you make pumpkin seeds?
And some pumpkin seeds and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, there it on. I took this pumpkin because a mouse found it and got into it.
Look at this. Look, a mouse had his
Critter
way.
or ground something.
So I see you've got what do we have in here to make sure?
I just put a liner in it. I just put a liner in that whole thing.
Okay.
And you can get that, and you could use anything that's just going to help hold the soil and keep it from falling out and keep it from getting. But if it's outside, you really can just scoop it out, put potting soil in it, put your plants in it, and you're set to go.
And this will last just about as long as a regular jack-o'-lantern.
Oh yeah,
lasts,
outside.
right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
very
very
cool.
simple, very
All
easy.
right. Awesome. Any other Halloween tips for this craft right here that people can do?
Not
or?
for Halloween, but right now, the season's coming to a close. So if you go to your
Yes.
garden centers and nurseries, you can find a lot of your outside plants on major sales.
Oh, there's a good
It's
tip.
like 60% off. We've got on perennials right now.
Gotta go shopping
bad.
right now. Stock up. Thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Jerry. And thank you for waking up with us on Fox 28 Morning Live. We're going to be right back in a few minutes, but we're going to send you back out again with the What a Nickel Lottery.
Thanks for coming in this morning.
How you doing?
Appreciate it.
Auggie.
I'm going to move this so we can actually see you.
And what are your names?
I'm Janae.
Janae
Janae?
and Justin. Or Janae and Justin.
Janae and Justin.
That's my... That is the What a Nickel Lottery for us. And right now we've got a traffic look. We've been looking at this for a while for you now. This is a major traffic backup. This is what it looks like on I-380 southbound in Cedar Rapids. This is the backup from that accident we just showed you a few minutes ago at Wright Brothers Boulevard. It wasn't too long now, but now it's backing up for looks like miles. There is no word on any injuries, but if you are headed this way to go to work, I highly suggest you find an alternate route, or else you may end up late, because that is quite the backup, and hopefully everyone is okay. Well, welcome back. It is now time for our last laughs here today, and we've got this weekend's Penguins headliner, Auggie Smith. Tickets are going to be $12 to $15 on this Friday and Saturday to see you at 8 o'clock. Tell us about your show, Auggie.
Now, here's the thing, Cedar Rapids. I know what you're saying. You're saying the Cubs haven't been in the World Series in 71 years. You're saying Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are both in town today. What can you possibly offer us that's better than those things? Yeah, I'm going up directly against a Cubs World Series in Iowa. But I think once you hear the biting political satire of Auggie Smith, you'll be pulled in. And you'll have to have it. I'm just asking for somebody to show up tonight. Anyone! You have to not care who's president and not worry about baseball. Whoever is left, please come to Penguins Comedy Club. I can almost guarantee a good seat. Probably all of them. Probably all of the seats. You basically have your choice. In fact, you tell me what you want me to write jokes about. email me today, and I will write an act specifically about your life if you come to Penguins Comedy. Anybody? Can you hear me?
They can hear you over on the radio side. So Augie's going to be at Penguins tonight. I don't know if you caught that. So let me ask you this: as a comic, when you know you've got, you're going to be fighting
a
people
Cubs World Series
fighting
game.
the World Series.
I
yeah.
don't know. I've never been up against it before. I don't know if you've heard. It hasn't happened in 71 years. And also, I'll be working up against Halley's Comet. Please don't go outside and watch that. Come in and watch my comedy. It's very important that you see this. But you're asking, what do you get out of an Auggie Smith comedy show? I'm a family man, is the first thing you need to understand. This is true. I left, we have a newborn at home, or as I call it, the wife and I are 11 months into a pregnancy scare. But I said to myself, I'm going to leave this family. I'm going to leave my wife with a newborn and a 2-year-old so I can come and work up against a Cubs World Series game.
He's not bitter about his schedule at all.
Very excited. Very excited to have my first time in town.
Are you going to show up, though? I mean, do you not?
I got to watch the game. Are you kidding me? It's a Cubs game. It's a World Series game.
If you show up, no, you're not even going to be there.
What if you did it like Mystery Science Theater, where you just
play the game
up,
and then you make funny comments
about
about it? Because that's what people love, is when they're watching a sporting event to have it interrupted by somebody over and over again. Then I'll go to the movies with you, and I'll talk during that, perhaps. Would you enjoy that?
I would.
What if we just
Whatever it takes to get you to Penguins.
If this doesn't get you there, I don't know.
Remember, so there's a show tonight up against the game, and then tomorrow night, we're also going up against the game again. Look at that guy. Who wouldn't want to see him? Look at that happy face. Look at that face.
That's when Augie found out. That's when you found out the Cubs were in the World Series.
I
That
saw the
picture was
schedule
taken.
for the games. And then they took the picture right then, and we sent it out. That's basically what happened.
I get to go to Cedar Rapids against the Cubs World Series.
Maybe the Trump campaign will come.
That's the other thing.
They're till
Donald,
7.
you owe me, and you know what for. Tell your people to come by the show.
Clinton, too.
Let's get them all together. Let's get them all together, both crowds together.
Laughs heal everything.
I would hope so.
Except your despair over the schedule.
Because I know that Iowa, you guys cannot get enough of this election. Make it last longer.
We're actually starting the 2020 campaign.
Oh yeah, you better.
3 weeks from
You got to get an early jump on it.
Exactly. So you got to go see Auggie. He really needs you there. He needs someone there.
Anybody!
He's going to be tonight and tomorrow at Penguins at 8 o'clock. So definitely check him out if you've got time. He needs you there.
We're back with a final segment from Auggie. Another plea for you to come see him tonight. You'll watch it live. Right now, are we going to the band or are they bringing us back? We're not going to the band. The band is also not coming to the show tonight, too, just so you know. We're back right after this. Our 7-day forecast is offering up 70s as we head through the day today. 60s tonight, 70s tomorrow, 60s for Sunday. A little rain late tomorrow night into Sunday.
And we have been getting jazzed with Wooden Nickel Lottery all morning long. They've been playing for us, and they are having a performance on October 30th. It's going to be at Parlor City Pub and Eatery in Newbo, and then they're going to make a special appearance Thursday evening at the Legion Hall in Vinton. So if you've enjoyed the smooth sound you've been listening to, definitely check them out. And tonight, Auggie Smith here. He's
That's
going to
right.
be at the Penguins Club, but you have nothing else planned, so you need to go.
I just got a call. A group of rabid dogs have been released in front of the club, so you're gonna have to work your way through that. Also, if you decide to come downtown, it's gonna be great. Gonna be great, guys.
You gotta go see Auggie.
Auggie, seriously,
We're
thank
dying
you
here.
for making
We're
time for
dying
us
here.
today.
Thank you so
As
much.
we
Thank
leave,
you, Wooden
we're going to leave you with
Nickel.
Wooden Nickel Lottery. Take care, everybody.